guys, welcome to day two. We are launching a Faith Filled Bracelet line in the next 14 days. And so yesterday I recorded day one and I'm on here to record day two. All right, so let me give you guys a recap first of all, and I will talk a little bit about the brand and what the brand stands for in a little bit. But I'm gonna recap. So yesterday I bought inventory. I will show you guys doing an unboxing once the inventory comes in. And then I also picked out starter bracelets. So my goal was for 6, but I did pick 4. So I might launch with 4. I think 4 is a great number. So I might launch with 4 instead of 6 bracelets. And I will let you guys know what those are in a later video. I am trying to record quickly because it's already late in the day. And I do have one more thing I want to get done today. And plus I'm prepping for something else that I need to get accomplished as well. So this is going to be a fairly quicker video. But yeah, so that's what we did day one. The inventory, let me get my bracelet. Hold on. Sorry y'all. My bracelet is missing. Oof. I think it's probably in one of my purses, but so a lot of my bracelets. Oh, it's right here. Yay! All right, this is an OG bracelet, my very first bracelet. The bracelet I started with first. And before I talk a little bit more about Butter-Bracelets, day 2 is all about defining the why, who, values, niche, and research marketing. So I've already defined most of it. The only thing I have to do left is my research as far as like different brands that are right now in the space. But I will go ahead and define my why, who, and values. So let's go ahead and define my why for day 2. I wrote it down, so it's nice and formal. My why. So Butter-Bracelets represents an evolving of mindset from desperation to peace and healthy expectations through partnership with God. The who. Butter-Bracelets is for everyone and anyone who wants to evolve their mindset, partnering with God. And what is the brand values? We are faith-inspired, faith-filled, and the style, I guess it's still part of the values. Values and I guess our choice of style is elegant and everyday. So it is a staple piece, is meant to be worn all the time. I said this in the first video, but these beads do hold weight to them because they are glass beads. I'm going to talk about this in a second. This is wear and tear, but I also changed the stretch cord because I did notice that, oh, this stretch cord is not going to really last. But yeah, so these beads are definitely supposed to be, they are curated to be elegant and everyday, and so to be worn with anything and everything. And then the niche is bracelets. So the niche is bracelets. So as it says in the name, Butter-Bracelets, I do know it can be limiting, but I know the ministry for me behind it came from bracelets and having staple pieces. So I feel like if I ever feel like the conviction or just the expansion of like having necklaces and rings, it can always be like a sub company or something like that. So our niche is bracelets. So the last thing I need to do for today is to do my research on other people in the field. So that is what I'm gonna do when I get off this video right now. Before I do that, so I did a thing yesterday, y'all. So you know how I talked to you guys about, or how I just showed you guys, you know, as far as the string, I knew that I needed to get more sturdy stretch cord. So yesterday, even though I made an order already, yesterday I saw a bead shop on my way home and I was like, I can't wait for the order. So I actually didn't order stretch cords. So I actually needed to be at that store. So I thank God that I paid attention to the store. So I ordered this, and I was able to ask the lady who was working in the shop. I was like, what is the strongest and like the best material to use? So she recommended this. I was a little bit worried about the slippage, but she told me like how to tie it and what way I can tie it. So I'm definitely excited to go ahead and use this, because I definitely would not want to sell bracelets like this and then, you know, the cord is not holding up. It does have a nice stretch, but just with wear and tear, I wore this for over a year. So, you know, that's how you see all of that wear and tear on it. So I am excited to use this. And I also got a string of beads for one of my bracelets that I am going to curate. I'm gonna tell you guys, let you guys see in another video, but this is gonna go really well with one of the bracelets I have in mind. So I might get it locally. I am gonna put cost into it and kind of see if it makes sense and if I can get it wholesale. So I was so excited, y'all. I was like, I can't wait. I have to stop. I mean, it was like, oh, I have clips. I'll go ahead and put clips in there, but I wasn't supposed to take any pictures or anything, but it was literally like being in a candy store. When I tell you guys, the amounts of beads was crazy. I was like, I literally walked in and stopped and I was like, you know, I would like to get locally, but I am gonna look financially if it makes sense to, because, you know, locally most times a little bit more expensive, but I would have that access to get things at any time I needed it, just because it is locally. So it does have its pros and cons, but I will see what makes sense. But I'm excited that I have these because I can curate one of my bracelets right now while I wait for like the shipment of the other stuff. So as soon as the other stuff comes, like the inventory we ordered yesterday, it's gonna be go time, because I'm gonna curate from start to finish. It is gonna be simple, but I have different end pieces that I wanna kind of play around with and see what looks better and works better. So I'm excited to do that. But yeah, that is the end of day 2, you guys. I'm definitely gonna come on tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna be doing tomorrow yet. I'm gonna plan it out tonight, but I will show you guys my beads, like the beads I've ordered a year ago. A lot of them I might not use, a lot of them I'm not using right now, but just for the sake of showing you guys what I'm working with, I will show you guys tomorrow what I have, and some of the materials that I use to create these bracelets. I'll give you guys some background. So pretty much about a year ago, I've had a strong conviction based off of my journey on like just a total mindset shift and evolving as butterfly, which is what butterflies do, they evolve. And so it came from a time in life where I tangibly felt myself evolving. And so I really moved from being so desperate, like, God, why is this not happening? And feeling like, oh, I'm waiting on God to do this. I'm waiting on God to do this for me. And evolving into a place of waiting in Him, which is a partnership. So when you're in something, you partner with that thing. And so I evolved into partnering with God, and as a result, having healthy expectations and having peace on things that I still very much was waiting on. And so that is really the conviction behind this brand and the ministry, I would say, behind this brand. I just felt that conviction, and I'm trying to think, like, how did it equate to bracelets? I think I was shopping one day in the mall, and I was in a waiting season. For sure, waiting season, everything, nothing tangibly moving. And so I saw bracelets, and you know, these bracelets, like they have like the plastic ones, you know, they can be like for $2 to $5 or something. And I saw one that said wait, and I was like, there was a strong like, I don't know how many of you guys journey, or in your journey you have experienced this, but like there are seasons where you are praying, you are in expectation with God, and he will drop something that you weren't looking for, but you would see something or be in an environment where there's something that speaks straight to you. Like, it's almost like, you know, when people listen to sermons and they're like, oh, he's speaking directly. You know, God speaks to us in so many different ways, and that's what makes God so amazing. Part of the ways God speaks to me is through dreams, and then also, you know, different things like this, convictions. When I see something, it just speaks to my spirit. And so when I saw wait, this was literally like in the store. It was like literally like, I feel like it was at, I'm not going to say the store because it doesn't matter, but it was definitely like a $3 bracelet, and it said wait. I bought it. I definitely did buy it. And from there, what it signified to me, it was I don't know if that's the right word, but it was like a symbol of strength for me. And it gave me that peace because there was a conviction behind it. Like, I knew that I was in a season on waiting on God, but I was in a very desperate situation. But just that wait, it spoke to me. And so having it on me was that reminder, that continual reminder that those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. And so all of a sudden it started bringing up like scriptures. That wait, how I knew it was God is because that wait translated to so many different things that I have meditated on in the Word of God already. So the connection was more than just seeing wait. It started connecting to what the Word of God said. And so that started speaking to me every time I would look at it. So that is like legit how Butter Bracelets came to be for me. So I knew it was a ministry because I was like, oh no, this is speaking to me. It's soft, like it's gentle, but it's strong. Like it is speaking to me and where I'm at. And so that honestly, like I said, tangibly started the evolving of my mind. And I started from then on, like having healthy expectations and being peaceful because I was reminded about what the Word of God said. And I didn't feel like I was waiting on him anymore. I felt like I was inside, like me and him was walking, which we're walking the journey out together. So where was I? But yeah, honestly, that is how Butter Bracelets came to be. So over a year ago, I had the idea through this experience, and I would say I jumped the gun because immediately I think I made this bracelet Righteous, and then I made another bracelet and it was named Called. And I didn't do it prayerfully. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, like this spoke to me, like this is gonna, you know, speak to everyone else. And so I went hardcore. I purchased a lot of materials. I purchased stuff and started curating different bracelets and things, and the fire went down. And so all of a sudden I was like, this is more work than I thought. So I started trying to go into services because I was like, oh, services, yes, because I'm definitely an entrepreneur girly. So I was like, well, services is easier, faster return. I just have to market myself. And long story short, I tried to get into services and it just wouldn't stick. It just would not stick. So I just kept feeling nudgings as months would pass, just about obedience. And I started seeing butterflies everywhere. And this is after I have already created a logo and a tagline, and I knew what the why was for this business. So I tried to do other things to get, to be, what's the word? To be successful faster, I guess. And so I kept feeling a nudging, and so that's why we're here today. So that's why I give myself a timeline, 15 days, because I know this is like a long-standing project that God has placed on me with a conviction. So that is pretty much why it started. And so all of that to say, the only thing I did when I went to go launch it super fast was create the logo and the tagline and those 2 bracelets, and I put it on Etsy. I had no social media accounts and did not make not one sale. So that's just to tell you guys how much I have done, which is not a lot. So we are, I guess, revamping, but also just starting the bracelet brand, with all the things that goes into starting something. So that is how Butter-Bracelets came to be. All right, you guys. So that is it for this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new hairdo. But thank you guys for tuning in to day 2. Make sure you go and follow day 3 tomorrow. Please do like this video. If it's inspiring you at all, go ahead and subscribe, comment, whatever you can do to encourage me. I would so appreciate that. And I hope that you're inspired as well to whatever you've been holding out on, whatever you've not started, to go ahead and start it. It is easier said than done, but if I can do it, you for sure. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow in day 3. Bye.